So all you guys got something to complain about on my sound. And none of you guys are paying me for any of this stuff. I'm just doing this to help all of you guys. You guys are killing me here. What the hell is this? What do I do with all this stuff? Look what you guys got me wasting time trying to figure out how to do. I don't even know where all this stuff goes. Hey guys, this is Jay from Bulletproof Pitbulls. And this is going to be a video designed to tell you guys what I do for raw feeding or my feeding period of dogs on my diet for the dogs. I've had a lot of inquiries, a lot of comments. What do you feed your dogs? I stop on the street. What do you feed your dogs? And it's kind of too hard to explain. And I get so many emails and I get so many messages on my phone. It's really difficult to explain it in 5 sentences or a paragraph. So I'm going to give a detailed video as best as I can about what I do at home with my dogs, how I work them, what I feed them, and I'll give you little secrets that I use. Are they right or are they wrong? That's for you to figure out. But this is what I personally do. Now, anytime somebody gives you information, whether it be me or your vet, always remember, take it with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of regurgitated information that goes around. Common sense is not so common anymore. And you can actually figure a lot of things out on your own if you use your common sense. But I'm going to explain what I do. I'm going to explain what I feed, and I'm also going to explain, if I do use supplements, what I use. So, here we go. So, dogs were designed biologically to eat meat. Dog food has only came about the last 100 years. So the idea that a dog food is going to be better than a raw food diet boggles my mind. They are canines, they're scavengers, and they have adapted to our lifestyle. So that being said, I do feed some carbohydrates. I do feed some rice or potato or whatever's left over, because I think in my head, with common sense, that these dogs are domesticated. Domestication, well, guess what? They're following us, eating our scraps. Now, I'm sure 100 years ago, we didn't have steak we're tossing to the dogs because we weren't rich. We as humans didn't have a lot of food. So we probably gave them the potatoes, whatever scrap is left, and they swallowed it, and they can deal with carbohydrates. Now, I'm speaking to you specifically about dogs. I'm not talking about cats. So I feel that dogs can use carbohydrates. How much carbohydrates? I like to keep lower carbohydrates. You know, I'm more of a prey model kind of guy. I like high fat because dogs actually use fat as their main energy source, according to real research, not some bull crap that somebody came up with. So they don't require carbohydrate for energy. I notice that when I feed my dogs high fat content and high protein content, they're better. They look better. But I do feed carbohydrate, and I'll give you an idea of what I feed. Our whole goal here is to thrive, not survive. Now, you can get by surviving, but nobody has real research. But I think a lot of the cancers, a lot of the things that are coming to even us human beings is because of the quality of food that we're eating. Everything's genetically modified now. You're buying things, they're filled with corn. If your dog's got allergies, guess what? The vet might not tell you, but I figured it out. If your dog's allergic to chicken or beef, or he's eating something, it's possibly not even the chicken or the beef. It's the corn that the animal has, that the animal that they're using has been fed. So anybody that's got allergies and problems with their dogs, vets have charged you thousands of bucks. I've told them, go get some raw meat that's been a wild animal that's been eating something, or a grass-fed cow, or a farm-raised chicken, and try to give that and see if that works. Make sure it hasn't been eating no modified corn or any of this nonsense. Even for us, we're all messed up. Why are we messed up? I think it's a food source. Do I have proof? No. But that's what I think. So, if you got any problems with your dogs, a lot of people have blue dogs, have pit bulls, they have skin allergies. I would suggest try a raw food diet and try to stay away from processed animals that have been eating processed food. Just like us. I don't suggest us eating processed food. But that's up to you. Now, with the raw food diet, you can't just feed ground beef. Or you can't just feed filet mignon steak. You're actually moving backwards if you're doing that as your raw food diet. I have a lot of friends and people I meet. Yeah, I feed my dog steak. I feed my dog prime rib. Dog doesn't need prime rib. Okay? And you're just blowing your money. A dog needs a balance of bone, fat, and muscle. That's basically what their balance is. Organs, and there's a ratio. Now, the ratio that everybody says is at 80% fat and muscle, and 10% bone, and 10% organs, excreting organs or whatever. Now, within that, heart falls under, muscle. It doesn't necessarily fall under an organ. Tripe also falls under a muscle, not necessarily an organ. But I will have a chart that'll kind of guide you guys through that. Now, there's also other things that I use as a supplement and here and there, and it's for weak bellies. I find, this is my personal opinion once again, you don't have to listen to me, consult your vet. But I find that most of the problems that we face as humans and dogs starts in the gut. And if you have a weak immune system, you probably got a weak gut. If you got a weak gut, that means you're eating super clean. Now, bacteria is not necessarily a bad thing. Bacteria is not necessarily not your friend. We need bacteria. We need bacteria to strengthen our immune system, and the dogs need bacteria to strengthen their immune system. So don't think that you need to feed your dog fresh, perfectly clean chicken. Salmonella and bacteria, these animals are used to this. Their guts are designed to deal with this, okay? So the idea that they can't deal with this is cockamamie bullcrap. I've never had a problem. I've had many dogs. My dogs eat raw. Sometimes it stays in the chicken stays in the fridge 4 days and I forget about it. It starts to smell. Feed it to the dogs. Do they die? No. Do I have any allergies? Skin issues? Have I ever been to the vet? Never. I don't even get shots. So you figure it out. Now the proof is in the pudding. A lot of people talk cockamamie garbage. I don't have any problems. I don't spend any money at the vet. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I got good genetics. Maybe I feed right. So you guys can figure out on your own. I have an amazing vet. His name is David. And him and his team, we talk about a lot of things. They don't technically agree with everything that I do, but he's always there to speak. I do blood tests. I do analysis on urine and feces. And you can basically figure out everything that's going on in your dog through those things. But anyways, consult your vet before you do take on a raw diet, and let's get to it.